What's up, guys? So I know like a lot of things have been working for me for once my PC died. Now, um, so my freaking mic died and it's getting it fixed. So I'm using my like really old headset microphone. So that's why the sound quality is really bad on this video. But anyways, there's gonna be another park battle episode. I know it's been a while since I've done one of these. In this video, the parks that we are going to be doing are Hersheyparks and Six Flags Great Adventure. I know I might be a little biased, but probably a good episode, probably the best one yet. So stay tuned, grab a snack, relax, because this one's about to be good. Alright guys, so first off I just want to say I'm like so sorry about my microphone this recording. I listened to this while editing it, and oh my gosh, it's so horrible. I'm so sorry that the mic's not working right now for you guys, but I will make sure to get that fixed for the next video. Sorry guys, back to the video. So for the format of this video, what the main part is going to be the roller coasters, because I'm a roller coaster enthusiast, and those who are watching are probably going to be roller coaster enthusiasts, and that's mostly what we care about going into parks. But so I'm going to be comparing the roller coasters at each park, comparing the similar parks. Then I'm going to be comparing like the food and the overall atmosphere of the park. So first, let's dive into the roller coasters. Alright guys, first off, we're going to be comparing the Intamin hydraulic launch coasters. I'm not going to be necessarily doing every coaster. I'm going to leave out most of the kiddie coasters. So that excludes like Coco Cruiser and Trailblazer at Hersheypark, for example. But for the Intamin hydraulic launch coasters, it's rare that both these parks have one, because there's only 3 currently operating in America, because this model is not a very reliable model of roller coaster, and both of them will probably be getting the LSM treatment later. But for Hersheypark, we have Storm Runner, and at Six Flags Great Adventure, we have King Dakar. King Dakar is the world's tallest roller coaster, but all it really is just up the top hat, over a spiral down, and then an airtime hill. But Storm Runner has a much unique layout with the flying snake dive. There's only 2 of those in the entire world. That's the only one in America. And Storm Runner just has a longer layout, but Storm Runner is only 29 seconds, I believe, after the launch, which not that gives to not that long of a ride and not that enjoyable of an experience. But King Dakar is also very short. They're both very short launch rides, which usually launch rides are shorter because you don't need to go up a whole chain lift. But I'm going to have to give this point to Hersheypark, because Storm Runner just has a lot more like uniqueness, and she's also my wife. Anyways, so the next roller coasters that we're going to be comparing is Candemonium and Nitro. Candemonium is a solid B&M hypercoaster, and this one's really a toss-up, but a lot of people, well, a lot of enthusiasts like Nitro better because it's a lot longer and it has a lot more like ejector airtime, better airtime than Candemonium, which Candemonium is just a GP pleaser with a bunch of floater airtime. And Candemonium's like the centerpiece of their park, while Nitro is kind of really tucked in the back. But I'm going to give this point to Six Flags Great Adventure because Nitro is just a better ride. The next coasters I'm going to compare are Great Bear at Hersheypark and Batman the Ride at Six Flags Great Adventure. Batman the Ride is a cloned ride, and there's like a lot of them at different Six Flags parks. And Great Bear is one of the most like random B&M inverts you'll ever come across. It was built on a very like hollow piece of land. I get it, because most of it's in the hollow. I'm not funny. And yeah, it was built on a very like hard place to build a roller coaster. They wanted it above the hollow, and it's really hard to build a roller coaster like really high in the sky and like have no places on the ground. But B&M did it, and that makes it a really unique layout. But Batman the Ride is just a clone ride. Don't get me wrong, Batman is good. Batman has a lot of positive G-forces, but there's really not much to offer in uniqueness. So that's why I'm going to give this point to Great Bear at Hersheypark. The next two coasters that I'm going to be comparing are arguably the two best coasters in the park, with Six Flags Great Adventures El Toro and Hersheypark's Wildcats Revenge. This one is really hard because a lot of people have these right next to each other in their rankings, and Wildcats Revenge is an RMC hybrid that was built in 2023, and it opened on June 2nd of 2023, and it's a great ride, but it's not really reliable. One thing with time, though, RMCs get better and more reliable with time. But El Toro is an intimate prefab roller coaster, and El Toro is just considered one of the best roller coasters in the world, like top 5 in the world, and Wildcats Revenge is hovering now about top 10 with a lot of enthusiasts. Because of a lot of other people's opinions, I'm going to put El Toro over Wildcats Revenge in this ranking. So that makes the score 2-2. It's all tied up. Alright guys, this is probably going to be the last coaster face-off that I'm going to put in this video, because this video is already 6 minutes long and I don't want this to be an editing nightmare. But the last coasters we're going to be comparing are Skyrush at Hersheypark and Jersey Devil at Six Flags Great Adventure. Skyrush is a crazy coaster. It's an Intamin wing coaster, and it's very rare. There's only 4 of them in the world, I believe. But Skyrush pulls an astonishing 5.2 Gs at the bottom of the drop, which is crazy, leading almost everyone to gray out and even black out. Now, the only problem with this is the GP don't like it as much, and it usually has a shorter line, but the enthusiasts love that it has a shorter line because you can just lap it basically all day. But not to Jersey Devil. Jersey Devil recently opened, and a lot of people don't really like it as much. They say it's not worth the hype. And Jersey Devil, Landon wrote it, also known as Hersheypark Rare Number 1. He wrote it and he said it wasn't as good as he thought it was. So for this reason, I'm going to give the point to Skyrush at Hersheypark. Because this was the last roller coaster battle, Hersheypark won the coaster battle. That makes the overall park score to 1-0. Hersheypark is winning. Now onto the food. This is a clear winner in the food industry because Hershey is literally named after a chocolate company. And Six Flags Great Adventure, it's a Six Flags, and it does have pretty decent food, but Six Flags doesn't have, like, the outstanding food that Hershey has. Like, when are you going to see a chocolate-coated drizzle burger at Six Flags? You cannot beat Hersheypark's quality of food. I'm sorry. So, now for this category, I'm going to give the point to Hersheypark. Alright guys, for this last category, it's going to be the overall park atmosphere. Six Flags Great Adventure does have cool atmosphere, and it has cool features, like it's mostly on a zoo. It's just Hersheypark's also near a zoo, and Hersheypark's just a lot neater. Six Flags are usually run down, low of the middle parks, but that's something the Cedar Fair and Six Flags voucher will help. And yeah, I'm gonna give this one to Hersheypark because it's a lot more cleaner and it's just a lot better overall. That means that Hersheypark swept Great Adventure 3-0 overall, but this is a close park battle as it was really close both ways. And I'd recommend going to Hersheypark over Six Flags Great Adventure, but if you're closer to Great Adventure, they're pretty much equal. So yeah, thanks for watching this whole video, and remember, stay Hersheypark out.